Hello, ladies. As you know, the temperature and the humidity are all changing because we're changing with the seasons. That means you could have some retention issues that you weren't having a week or two ago. The reason for that is because you might be adjusting your temperature and humidity based on what your hygrometer is telling you that the humidity is at. The thing that most people don't know is that these machines can go out of whack. They can go out of calibration. And calibrate just means to make a machine more accurate to what it's supposed to be doing. So every 6 months or so, or when you notice that things just aren't going quite the way they're supposed to be going, it's a good idea to calibrate this. These are the things that you're gonna need. You're gonna need some water, a small little container, I'm just using a measuring cup, some regular old table salt, your hygrometer, and a plastic bag or even like a food container, something that's airtight that you can seal. So all you're gonna do is you're gonna take some salt. You don't need a lot. You're just gonna get enough in there so that it's, covering the bottom, a good couple tablespoons, just like that. And then you're gonna get a little bit of water. Now, when you're adding this water, you don't want to get it like a big soup. You just kind of want it damp. You want all of the salt to have absorbed the water, but not dissolve it, okay? So just be very careful. If you're doing that under the tap, make sure it's like a really slow trickle of water so that you don't have to repeat the process. Now, we're gonna take the salt water mixture into the bag. You're going to take your hygrometer and you're gonna put that into the bag, and you're just gonna seal it. Like that. Now, we're gonna leave this for 24 hours. We're gonna put it in a place that's out of direct sunlight at room temperature and just let it sit there. What's going to happen is that the salt water mixture is a known quantity in terms of humidity. 75% is what that salt water is going to be inside that bag. And the hygrometer should read 75% at the end of 24 hours if it's kept at room temperature. If it's not 75%, then you know that your hygrometer is off a little bit. Now, this process should make it so that the hygrometer knows that it's now 75% and it should read 75%. But let's say it reads 72% or at the end of 24 hours. At that point, you know that your hygrometer is off by 3%. So if it says 72, you know that it's actually 75. If it says 52, you know that it's actually 55, etc., etc., etc. So doing this every 6 months or when the seasons change is a really good idea to make sure that you're getting accurate readings and so that your retention is going to be good.